If you don't understand this one thing, then the market for domain names and the value and the pricing just does not make sense. And that is this, that your domain name is an asset, okay? It's not a marketing expense, it's not a liability. It's an asset. Asset, okay? I like to say your domain equals your brand equity. And it's the fundamentals of the seven dimensions, how it interacts. You can go to my and download my book, domainnameBrokerSecrets.com, or you can buy it on Amazon for like $12 or something. Leave me a 5-star review if you do. Also, you can go to my YouTube channel. I have a video there. It's tagged to the front. But your domain is an asset. It's interesting because I was talking to a startup just this last week over the weekend, and they are looking at buying the raw version of their brand. They're like, "Hey, Chris, what do you think it would cost?" And of course, I always say, listen, there's three different conversations on pricing. Okay, there's what you want to pay, and everyone loves to pay nothing. Okay, we do, right? We love to find deals. We love to find the garage finds. We like to, you want to get your house 20% off, right? Or 50% off, right? Or you want to get crazy deals. Okay, that's what you want to pay. The second conversation is what's the value to your organization? And this is where I like to say your domain's an asset. Okay, it's very similar to hiring an employee, right? If you can justify hiring an employee, you can justify buying your domain name because it's very similar in the sense that it's like a salesperson, okay? It's like a marketing person. It's going to make hopefully an effortless path for your brand. But one of the things I always ask is I said, hey, listen, like if you own this domain name and, I came to you with the $15,000 offer, okay, let's say it's a one word. And let's say, in the conversation, they wanted to pay 5 to 7. I said, let's say I offered you 15,000. I said, would you sell it to me? Let's say you bought this. You haven't branded on it yet. I said, would you sell this to me? Like, oh, of course not. Okay, let's say I offered you 100,000. Would you sell it? Like, no, it's our brand. It's important. I said, what if I offered you $1 million? Would you sell this? And they're still like, typically it's like, no, I wouldn't sell it for anything. And it's exactly, okay, there's this intangible aspect to it that you just inherently know it's your brand, okay? It's part of brand equity. And so although there are some equations you can use like conversion and increased traffic, and you can look at, what's the value of a salesperson, how many sales would it take? In essence, like there's also this intangible aspect. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't sell it for 10 million, most likely, right? Because if you did, you'd be telling the market, I don't believe in my brand. And yet when it comes time to buy that domain name, you're telling the market the same thing. Hey, we don't really value our brand enough to buy this, okay? So that's it. Like your domain is an asset. It's not a liability. It's not just a marketing expense. It's something that's going to live on. There's a market for them. They do, you can resell it. Like I talked in my video last week that like the bottom is not zero. Okay, the bottom is not zero. That's what you bought this for. If you bought it well, hopefully you've contacted us and I can help you walk you through the three pillars to domain valuation, the market, the 5 buyer types. I can walk you through everything. You'll understand the value of that brand, kind of the retail value that they're going for. And so you have an understanding of what that floor is. But while there might be a floor, there's also unlimited opportunity to your brand. So that's it. If you found value in this puppy, share it up. Oh, by the way, Chris with Media Options. Check us out, mediaoptions.com, chriszuiker.com. Check out YouTube. Check out my podcast.com strategies. You can go over to chriszuiker.com on the podcast tab. I'll leave a link down below. I'm on like episode 1100 or something crazy. So check that out.